lust is a form of hypnosis. Have you noticed this? I'm approaching day 90, God mode. What I'm finding is that in the beginning, my level of attraction to women was overpowering. When you're not nutting, when you're not fantasizing, giving yourself those dopamine hits, when you're not gawking at female bodies, initially your level of attraction to all things feminine is out of control. But what I'm finding is that as I spend more time detached from the dopamine IV, intentionally unplugged from the game of attraction, my mind is becoming like a child again. Do you remember when you were a child and you might have seen a pretty woman on a movie or on a poster, or maybe even a pretty girl at school, and you could appreciate the beauty of it, but there was no lust there. Do you remember that? You could look at it and say, yeah, that's nice. But you had zero desire to get it, take it, conquer it, have your way with it. And when women would display their charms, flutter their eyelashes, do those feminine things that we as men become so weak for when we're not in control of lust. Do you remember when you were a kid and you would see that kind of activity from a female and you would just laugh at it? It had no power over you. It's like as a kid you could see straight through that stuff. You were immune to the feminine wiles, to feminine flattery, to these subtle games and tricks that women play and are very good at. This is what starts to happen as you detach. And paradoxically, you become more attractive. I'm even noticing that, again, like a child, I'm becoming less aware of when women are attracted to me. And you might say, well, that's not a good thing, right? Like, I thought SR made you more higher in social acuity. And yes, it does. But it's like, because you've taken this filter of lust, you've pulled these tentacles out of your mind, you're seeing through to a deeper level. So yes, your social acuity is highly increased, but it's to a level now where you're seeing more of the soul and less of these superficial layers, which is where lust kind of hangs out. So if a woman's feeling attracted to you, this is what I'm noticing, you might not have any awareness that she feels sexually attracted to you. You might not even realize that until someone tells you, or she makes it very plain. But what you will notice is that feeling of connection. That's there. That's very vivid. You notice this energetic connection. And that's what I'm starting to notice more of. I'm starting to feel more of those energetic connections from women, from men, from animals. And it's like lust, the filter that it pulls over your eyes and keeps you thinking, could this lead to a sexual opportunity? It's crazy to say it, but that's probably the case for 90% of men, 90% of the time when dealing with women. That's how it's been for me for a long time. So as I get closer to the 90-day point, these are some of the things I'm noticing. It's like those superficial layers are becoming very, very meaningless to me now. A nice figure, beautiful hair, beautiful skin, lovely eyes. It's like I'm seeing through that now, and it just kind of appears like decoration to me. It's not really attractive because I'm perceiving more of the energy, the soul of the being that's in front of me. You might say that sounds quite childish, and I would agree. But I'm starting to feel more and more like that's where it's at. So keep going, brothers, because the benefits are getting better and better. I'm feeling lighter and freer, while at the same time facing more and more shadow material, but having greater and greater strength and power to take those challenges on. Much love.